Lately, we've been hearing this term shared decision making, which basically means the patients and clinicians collaborate to make healthcare decisions. And it can help patients take a more active role in their care. So I'd like to get your thoughts on how best to make this process work. Are there questions that patients should consider asking about their proposed treatment plan?
Definitely. And I think shared decision making is something that we view to be critical. We want everybody on board to feel like they've got some sense of ownership of these decisions and that they're involved in a way that's meaningful. At the end of the day, the patients make the decisions about which treatments are right for them, but they're trusting their healthcare team to give them good advice. This is not something that patients have expertise in. This is often out of nowhere that somebody is newly diagnosed and this was, not on their radar, not something that they ever thought that they'd be sitting in the chair talking about which type of therapy for this cancer. And so patients are often relying on the healthcare team to give them good advice. But it's a fair question, and I think one that's appropriate to ask of what are other treatment options? Are there other treatment options that we should be talking about? Basically exploring, is this the option you're presenting the option, or is this what you could consider to be the best option? Oftentimes physicians and PAs and nurse practitioners might filter information such that, yeah, there are other options, but here's why they're bad. Here's why they're not right for you. But feeling that you've got some clarity about why a treatment choice was made, I think is often quite important. For first-line DLBCL, there's less options to consider, but in the relapse space, there are lots of options, and those should be discussed. And sometimes a healthcare provider, a physician might have their favorite, that they've had good experience with treatment A, and therefore they recommend treatment A to the next patient. But that may not always be the right treatment for a given patient. There may be reasons to consider other treatments. And so asking that question, what else is out there? What other treatments are there? Anything else that we should be considering? I think is a fair question to ask, and an important one. And if the answer is no, there aren't other treatment options, this is the one that we should choose, at least you're aware of that by asking that question. So I think that's an important one to clarify.